Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
They get it back, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
The ball is getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grabbed by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Close to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags a quick throw. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on 4th down, so you try to get as much as you can on 3rd to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He goes out of bounds, but did not make it to the marker, about a yard short.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Back to throw. It's Webb. And it's incomplete even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a draw play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Notre Dame looking to convert on 4th down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Short gain, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. QB keeper all the way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. kick goes through, so it's 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Here's the handoff on a counter. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Defense able to contain him after that juke, and he picks up a solid gain.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's one down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
To the air, it's Webb. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Play fake, looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Keeping it on the ground here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He fires it down the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They call the counter run here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This is crucial. Defense needing to stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw. It's Webb. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Impressive spin there. Breaks into the clear. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but there was a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. And the huge play wiped out by the penalty could be a crushing moment for this offense. Side complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw, bringing pressure. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They move with 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away and get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. To throw, it's Webb. Running back has it on the screen now. Broken tackle, still going. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
He keeps it on the design run. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
He's in the clear. Touchdown, Balls. Too much speed for the defense. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Point after makes the lead 16. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to pass, it's Webb. QB to the tight end for a completion. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Snead. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw again. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Gets the 1st and still running. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Irish. And 6 more points to the total. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And now they go for a two-point conversion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll be brought down.
Interesting call here by this offense on the two-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Pass not complete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This time, a completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He shreds the tackle. That's strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
And the extra point was up and good. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss on the play.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time to call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
He's got a man down the middle. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Vols will bring their punt team onto the field. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Webb. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Ending off on the draw play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that run produces a decent game. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. That's a design quarterback keeper. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the 1st down at the 21. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, you're only down one possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
One down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set him up first and goal at the 10. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, it's Webb. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start. $25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the quarterback will take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.